rộp ngày sai sập ngày cốt nòng Buddhism in English rồi là ngày thì mà phải làm mối khai làm buồn năm 2017 rồi dân châu mê riêng mấy đại giờ em pi Paṭiccasamuppāda số lâm xa can đã chơi thế này đằng này Paṭiccasamuppāda đấy dân sắc xa vì ấy rồi sau đây này tẹo tàu này ấy đến chạy mập chạy và lấy chạy hay Paṭiccasamuppāda mau bị pi ấy là đến và lấy nhảy bọt ra mặt này mà nè ý ông chơi mấy thời gian và lấy pi ấy là và địch chắc bột nắng sáng bột nắng oppa tẹt pịa đôi chia mình xây mình pịa dạp đấy còn pịa bên đây sẵn pịa đây dạp dạp đây pịa này ấy còn là tôm chết này đây đại chết rồi pịa cờ chết to bong và răng vẫn còn chìm niên những phân đi scenery đây đây họ đại chết ad infinitum sắp pịa boran đó thời này fra pịa boran rồi ngày muốn xây cái Peter and Peter here and there pịa boran khăng phải còn bán khơi như là họ tờ ràng ấy cục ống bên bán khơi tờ ràng trong Facebook ấy cái này toàn ba kìa anh vô tôi sắp vào tiền này bên toàn riêng này còn là chăm sai rồi là chọn và hành là vô tôi sắp thấy copy hay là họ hỏi copy vừa dừng cái là chọn bên chỗ vì tờ ràng có được một bát bạc cùng mì nằm mà các ba lấy đây cho một bát sạch tình màu pi sập hơi tình màu pi mình đôi vipassana mỗi một cột cái phải chơi cái tê phải để bát đó cái phải để bát tam đằng tam và đây cho một bát đó thế này kêu na có tranh màu pi mình đôi năng thì nhầm na tới nhầm na từ lên được mình đôi năng tới cùng mì tờ ràng còn ai chịu print out các bạn này đây kia để cho một bạn bước sau đó thì anh vừa phải chơi cái tê từ sau đây để cho một bạn đấy chừng vô từ apply vô từ bạn đi bắt được nòng samadhi vipassana bạn đấy đó vipassana nè cho nó nòng vipassana sắp hơi đấy nơi hành trong cào này cái dây bị tập than 4 để dây tam từ sau đây để cho một bạn chẳng dừng ai đặt cho được cô này cái lệ tân hà bàn xong rồi dừng follow tam con này sang xa rồi đấy nó vì thì rùm lợn được cô này sang xa rồi mình sẽ tập than vipassana nè sang pẹ cái đào sắp hơi đấy dây bị chơi cái vipassana ăn được vọt tam đi và cô tại ăn sắp hơi nó được doctrine ở đây cho một bạn hiện thọ rồi thấy an ban này nè nơi PDF có miếng này PDF trong Google và ông vậy là đây cho một bát rồi có cái sao ông lên mất trong cái này cắt nè bằng mơ phần này nào bà hành để lục cừu để lục cừu phản tì này ha nơi Khmer chứ ngặt miếng này cái này ta tình mà phun mì hay bên đấy nơi Khmer chứ đối miên cái bọ prai sập hơi này hay là tình mà phun mía này original đó, bảo original nó tình mà dùng đồ samadhi trong một cột này, được cụ cha cá đấy, một cột xà đó, ông mới khơi nhé, đang camera, nè, anh ấy tam ca này về được bảo chia chôn cái nó cái bàn chặt tục lâu chia prehon trong còi được bảo tay phun mía, là chia kêu vipassana và chơi cái tay mua một cột cái hai lô vấn đề ball màu gộc xìa đỏ nè hoạt tiền tạo vị mà lạ và niềm lốc thật toàn tạo vị mà lạ và cái hai màu gộc của nó bắn màu gộc này thì trong rằng còn đó nó miền lục mai dân tới bạn để bạn nên năng người ta này đi phần nét lâu đang song kháng nè đợt ở trái đấy nơi sau đang song kháng đó phần nét đấy hay chia sẻ cái vô từ phía sau cứ răng đôi crystalอย่าง đó đôi crop bịchอย่าง tắn á đôi như thằng mà đa về đợt hai nó chia sẻ cái phía sau đấy one of open net mặt hàng ấy one of the doors eye that still remains in Mogo both eyes were untouched by fire during the cremation ceremony nè mới tiết ấy thiệt và lộc từng thiệt that form from the door bone sinew blood and flesh nè mình thầm tại ăn đấy miền tầng say miền tầng chiêm miền tầng sạch sạch rồi nơi sào đầy lại bầm này là đại mình trời ban chạy đầy lớn á nè thiệt bao lâu nó hay cái cột bồ chia này nâng mình đồ nâng sập ngày nữa hay nhầm là bàn từ nó có tình dập hơi đi mà bàn pi bay cái bá bàn chạy từ mật phẹ bò tê học lại bằng ai copy ban percent bà chọn đấy bằng chân tới bằng print tam Google đấy PDF file hay vô tới print online is it right Mr. this word I just learned this new word ad infinitum.
Yes.
Is it endlessly, right?
It's from Latin.
Latin,
It's Latin.
Yeah.
Ad means towards, and infinitum means
infinitum.
Yeah.
Infinite, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, infinite. Endlessly. What does it mean? Ad mean? AD.
It just means AD. It means in this context means two.
What? Two?
Two.
Two.
Yeah. Two. Two. Like towards. Two.
Oh.
Two. Like T-O in English. Two.
Okay.
Two is infinite.
Two infinite. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yes. Yes.
Bên đây thì đôi chỉ mình khai cái bọ prá là ọt chăm số bàn đây là mơ dù đây không đây là mơ là hơi ăn lên năng về bước sẽ đá cái bọ slide đường bật chạy cái tê vipassana phong á cái nào sai dương đang châu rừng panty nó hay tà ràng nó hay bọn sale đã không tu sáp nó sai miền tu sáp rồi công tơ vô mà làm bay sùa mơ tà ràng nó nhưng mà tiền tam tà ràng á tiền này mơ tà ràng này sùa ngay chậm phần ngày nay dân riêng thì sân đấy ta Okay, now we come to the new topic. Paṭiccasamuppāda. Okay, cái nào xong lục này này nè, bảy bỏ prai bịa. Okay, so the Pali term is Paṭiccasamuppāda is a Pali language which consists of three combinations of the term itself. It's Paṭicca, Sang, and Uppada. Okay, three words. Paṭicca means what? What does it mean, Paṭicca? Because of and depend upon. Okay, according to this book, this is written by the Vipassana teacher from Myanmar. So this is also the technique they taught as a technique of Vipassana in Burma in one of the center. Này mình đây tha because of and depend upon. Yeah, this one word. Paṭicca means because of and depend upon. ដោយសារតែឬក៏អាស្រ័យដោយអាស្រ័យលើណា and the word sang means well. Other means arising of effect through cause. arising of effect. So depend on cause, there arises effect. Hence it is known as, in English, as the law of dependent origination or cycle of rebirth. So this is just translated according to the original term. Okay. So it translated as the law of dependent origination. Yes. One. Law of dependent origination. One meaning. Another meaning. Or dependent co-arising. Or number 3 can be translated as causal genesis. Or cycle of rebirth principle. Okay. Can you read? Are you able to see?
Yes.
ចឹងយើងបកប្រែងាយទេណាបដិច្ចសមុបាទមកពីពាក្យណាបដិច្ចៈសង្ឃបបត្តិហើយនឹងឧបាទៈណាបដិច្ចៈគឺណាដោយសារតែព្រោះតែអាស្រ័យដោយឬក៏ណាដោយផ្អែកលើណាដោយផ្អែកលើរបស់នេះក៏បង្កើតបានជារបស់នេះចឹងទៅណា depend upon ណាពឹងលើអ្វីមួយវាកើតឡើងណាសង្ឃគឺដល់ព្រមល្អណាបបៃ well ហើយឧបាទៈ arising កើតឡើង arising of effect ការកើតឡើងនៃផលហ្នឹងតាមរយៈហេតុតាមរយៈបច្ច័យរបស់វាណា cause and condition ចឹងយើងអត្ថន័យរួមមកបដិច្ចសមុប្បាទនេះគឺជាទ្រឹស្ដីឬក៏ជាច្បាប់នៃអីគេទៀត dependent origination អ្វីមួយកើតឡើងដោយអាស្រ័យរបស់មួយអញ្ចឹងនៅក្នុងពុទ្ធសាសនាអត់មានរបស់អ្វីដែលជា independent ទេ there is nothing independent in Buddhism something arises due to something else or because of something else which condition dependent origination គឺអ្វីមួយកើតឡើងអាស្រ័យដោយអ្វីមួយទៀតនឹងអត្ថន័យវាណាចឹងអត់មានអីដែលជា independent ទេអត់មានអីឯករាជ្យទេអ្វីសុទ្ធតែ everything is correlated or interrelated one another everything is in combination ណាមួយទៀត dependent co-arising ឃើញទេណាវាកើតឡើងដោយអាស្រ័យគ្នាទៅវិញទៅមក co ដូច cooperation together សាំងហ្នឹងទេណាពាក្យសាំងហ្នឹងគឺ co ហ៎ Yeah, this can mean co សាំង mean co co-arising. Dependent co-arising, or what do you read this one? How do you read? Causal genesis. Yeah, genesis means reproduction, right?
Genesis, yes, it means to
reproduction.
To create something.
Create something.
The book of the Bible is the book of Genesis. It talks about the creation of the world.
Yes. So here means something arises due to cause, right? With the cause, condition, effect, or give rise to effect, or cycle of rebirth principle គឺជាគេថាច្បាប់នៃសង្សារវដ្តណាដំណើរកើតស្លាប់កើតស្លាប់ស្លាប់កើតស្លាប់វិលចុះវិលឡើងក្នុងវាលវដ្តនឹងឯងដែលជាទ្រឹស្ដីរបស់បដិច្ចសមុប្បាតណា In the law of dependent origination, there are 12 links which show the process of arising of a sentient being from one phenomena to another in all endless chain of samsara. We will learn about the 12. I will read this out a little bit for you. Okay, listen carefully. There are mainly two views regard to the problem of the ultimate origin of life. One, that life must have had a beginning in the infinite past, and that beginning or the first cause is the creator God. The other, not sure, that life is beginningless, for the cause ever becomes the effect, and the effect becomes the cause. And that in a circle of cause and effect, a first cause or beginning is not conceivable. Got it? Taking the first view that life has a beginning and that beginning is the creator God, how did this creator God himself come into existence, and by what laws was his own life conditioned or governed? If such a being was able to exist without a prior cause or a creator, there is no reason why the world itself or the life of a being cannot equally exist without a creator or a prior cause. The other view, namely that life is beginningless, is the Buddhist view. The Buddha positively states the origin of phenomenal existence is inconceivable, and the beginning of beings obstructed by ignorance and ensnared by craving is not to be discovered. In Samyutta Nikaya, as has been said above, the life process or the universe is governed by the natural law of cause and effect. The cause ever becomes the effect, and the effect becomes the cause, and so birth is followed by death, and death, on the other hand, is followed by birth. Birth and death are two phases of the same life process. In this circle of cause and effect, or of birth and death, which is known in Buddhism as samsara, cycle of life, the first beginning is not discoverable. The Pali word samsara literally means perpetual wandering round of rebirths. Samsara, perpetual wandering round of rebirths. ពាក្យ samsara ហ្នឹងគឺថាដំណើរវិលជុំនៃជាតិកំណើតគ្មានទីបញ្ចប់
Perpetual wandering?
Yeah, perpetual wandering round of rebirths. នឹង samsara ឯង This process of life and death is explained in the Paṭiccasamuppāda. It is discourse on samsara and deals with the process or cause of birth and death. It is not an attempt to show the absolute origin of life, nor is it a theory of the evolution of the world. It consists of 12 connecting and supporting factors of links of the process. We will learn from the diagram tomorrow. Okay. So the question concerned here, like, where did we come from? Okay, this is the theory. Answer: out of the past. Okay, បងស្ដាប់ទាំងអស់គ្នាណាសំណួរសាមញ្ញក្នុងសភៅនេះ Where did we come from យើងកើតមកពីណានេះគឺជាចម្ងល់ណាឥឡូវយើងសិក្សាទ្រឹស្ដីនេះគឺនឹងបានយល់កាន់តែច្បាស់ណា Where did we come from មកពីណាឥឡូវកើតមកពីណា Out of the past, out of the things which we have done before, out of the labors unfinished, the work unfinished ការងារដែលមិនទាន់បញ្ចប់អញ្ចឹងត្រូវកើតមកទៀតមកបញ្ចប់វាចុះបើយើងធ្វើកម្មឲ្យត្រូវទទួលផលកើតមកទទួលរង្វាន់ហ្នឹងណា Out of the past vices and virtues, out of the darkness of our own ignorance, out of our own desires, thus we come down into the present, bringing with us the virtues and the vices of the past. Okay, second question: why are we here? Why are we here? Not in the class, but here in this samsara. We are here because of the past. Okay, for the past gives birth to the present, and from the present is born the future. We were brought here by our own joys and our own sorrows, and most of all, we are led here by our desires, and here we remain until the last selfish desire is annihilated. To the wise man, the life he lives here is an opportunity to rid himself of the burden which he has accumulated in the past, to rid himself of his wrongdoings, his wrong viewpoints, to rid himself of his wrong concepts of life and death, and leaving them all behind, to place his feet upon the middle way. So where are we going? Where are we going? ឥឡូវយើងទៅណាបន្ទាប់ពីកើតហើយទៅណាឥឡូវអ្នកដំណើរជីវិតយើងនេះ We go to effects of our causation ដំណើរយើងគឺដំណើរឆ្ពោះទៅបដិសន្ធិដើម្បីមកទទួលផលដែលយើងធ្វើឥឡូវនេះឃើញទេអញ្ចឹងបើកាលណានៅតែដាំនៅពូជផលចិត្តទៅហុចមកសង្សារវដ្តចេះតែវែងឆ្ងាយ See, as long as we still accumulating more and more karma, we still come and come and getting more and more life. So we go to effects of our own causation. Those whose labors are unfinished merely go round the wheel of life, samsara. So for Arahanta, their labor has completely finished, totally finished. For Arahanta, no more labors for them. And return again to labor towards fuller completion. Those who have followed the middle way and finished their labor reach the state of Nibbana, complete cessation of all suffering. To unmask the great illusion is the labor of man. យល់ទេបង To unmask បើយើងបកស្រាយវាច្បាស់ទៅ the great illusion ចង់និយាយថាអវិជ្ជាឬក៏មោហៈសេចក្តីមិនដឹងនៅការមិនយល់នៅសច្ចធម៌ក្នុងជីវិតនឹងឯងដែលជា labor ដែលជាការងារដែលជាកាតព្វកិច្ចដែលយើងត្រូវកើតម្ដងហើយម្ដងទៀតតែយើងអត់យល់ថាត្រូវបញ្ចប់នៅកង់នៃសង្សារវដ្តនឹងយ៉ាងដូចម្ដេចជាតិកំណើតវានៅតែមករហូតតែមករហូតយើងជួបទុក្ខរហូតព្រោះនៅកើតកាលណានៅកើតសេចក្តីស្លាប់នៅតែកើតណាកំណើតមានជាតិហើយជារៀបជាធិមរណៈមកតាមទាំងអស់ Okay, to stand in equilibrium in the midst of worldly things is the way of the Buddha. Equilibrium, tranquility, ស្ងប់ណា To stand in equilibrium in the midst of worldly things មានន័យថារក្សាឧបេក្ខាចិត្តឲ្យមានលំនឹងនៅក្នុងវត្ថុជាទីជាប់ជំពាក់និងឧបាទានទាំងឡាយប៉ុន្តែយើងរស់នៅដោយមិនមានការប្រកាន់មាំដោយរក្សាចិត្តយើងឲ្យមានលំនឹងរស់នៅក្នុងសេចក្តីស្ងប់នឹងគឺជាវិធីរបស់ព្រះពុទ្ធវិធីរលាស់ខ្លួនចេញចាកទុក្ខប្រសិនបើយើងនៅតែប្រតិកម្មជាមួយវេទនាជាសុខជាមួយវេទនាជាទុក្ខរហូតមាន like and dislike like and dislike អញ្ចឹងយើង cannot escape from this samsara. So the Buddha's way of life is that he even though he lives in this in this world where there is full of sensual pleasures and so much enjoyment, like and dislike, mostly happen in every moment of our life. But he stands firmly in equilibrium, tranquility, and equanimity, without having attachment or craving on any objects that he faces. So try to develop the mind. Stand firm in equilibrium, tranquility, and equanimity, equanimous mind. Only then you can deliver yourself from suffering, escape from suffering. To contemplate life, but never to be enmeshed within worldly life, is the law of the Buddha. To go forth out of worldly life into higher and spiritual life is the advice of the Buddha. To be absorbed into the reality, the permanent Nibbana, is the end of the Buddhist way of life. Great. Okay, just short information for you why we have to study about this theory of Paṭiccasamuppāda. So, following, I'm gonna request all of you to memorize. This time you all have to memorize, not just learning. You have to memorize the 12 links, if possible, both in Pali and English. Okay? អញ្ចឹងយើងរៀនដល់បដិសមុខបាទនេះចង់ឲ្យព្រះអង្គទន្ទិញឲ្យចាំបងចេះហើយវិជាបញ្ញាសង្ខារាសូត្របាំងស្គររហូតអញ្ចឹងព្រះអង្គងាយចាំបងចេះមួយណាបើគាត់អត់ទាន់ចេះបល័យគាត់ត្រូវទិញបល័យទៀតណាអញ្ចឹងបងត្រូវទិញភាសាអង់គ្លេសឲ្យចាំប្រសិនបើអត់ចាំមិនដឹងដោយរត់មាត់ទេពេលទៅមើលតារាងពិបាកយល់អញ្ចឹងទាំងអស់គ្នាត្រូវទន្ទិញហើយគណៈយើងកត់ទាំងអស់គ្នា Okay, so I want to delete this. Okay. So I write down the 12 links first before we can move forward to read the chat. We have to first remember all the 12 links, the name of the 12 links. Please learn by heart. Tomorrow, can you? Yeah, I think just 1 hour. Maybe you can remember well. Just 12 links only. លើយើងរៀនអំពីតំណ12ណា This is the basic to understand this theory of dependent origination. នៅក្រន់ហ្នឹងប៉ុណ្ណេះពីខាងចា Depend on. Okay, number 1, avijja. Okay, this is a Pali term. You need to remember. You need to learn by heart. Okay, avijja. And English is ignorance. Both English and Pali. Okay, try to learn by heart. This is very important. Actually, the study of Paṭiccasamuppāda is the study of self. You try to understand more about yourself. Why are you here? Where are you come from? Where did you come from and where are you going? This is all about our life. So this is important for all of us to learn. Avijja, ignorance. Depend on ignorance, there arises chăng ấy bọn chăng nó là này chăng kiện rồi này ok there tên head ấy đây này there arises sankhara. This is another Pali word. Sankhara, volitional activity. okay depend on sankhara depend on sankhara there arises viññānaอวิชชาเกิดเมียนพรัวอวิชชา នាំ ឲ្យ កើត នៅ សង្ខារ ឬ ថា សង្ខារ កើត មាន ព្រោះ អាស្រ័យ អវិជ្ជា ជា បច្ច័យ ណា អវិជ្ជា នាំ ឲ្យ កើត សង្ខារ សង្ខារ នាំ កើត នៅ វិញ្ញាណ consciousness 3 ណា វិញ្ញាណ បច្ចយា នាមរូបាំង mind and matter នាមរូបបច្ចយាសលាយតនំ สลายะ สลายตนะ sixfold sense basis number 5 สลายตนะปัจจยา ภาษะ contact or tangible 6 ภาษาปัจจยาเวทนี ภาษาปัจจยาเวดนาวังแต่จะจำตายล้างยังมือตารางเงีย depend on number 7 เวทนา and on เวทนา arises there arises เวทนาปัจจยาตัณหา craving ตัณหาปัจจยาอุปาดานัง อุปาทิน ปาเตียนเป็น grasping กับบ้าน clinging กับบ้าน attachment บ้านอุปาทานปัจจยาแผะโว vẹn vẹn becoming vẹn Paṭicca chia tệ chia riệp chia thị một lần jati birth jati jara old age marana death sao cả beret tê vẹn cho nên tràn okay. Soka is sorrow. Pariteva lamentation. Dukkha domanassa pain domanassa grief and upayasa despair. Chập 12 wow so many ទេចាំព្រះអង្គចេះបល័យស្រាប់ហើយមានអីសូត្របាំងស្គលតាំងពីបួសមករហូតមិនដឹងសូត្រហ្នឹងមិនដឹងមិនន័យថាម៉េចតែកណាហ្នឹងឯងបួសដំបងយើងចេះតែសូត្រភើមាត់មហោបប៉ុន្តែយើងអត់ដែររៀនធម៌មិនមែនតលតែសូត្របានហៅធម៌ណាតែពិតយើងចេះតែធម៌សូត្របើយើងអត់យល់បើយល់វិញឆាប់សម្រេចធម៌ណាអញ្ចឹងចង់បានយល់ទន្ទិញឲ្យចាំយើងចេះបល័យស្រាប់ហើយសំខាន់អង់គ្លេសណាព្រះអង្គទៅទិញអង់គ្លេសចាំស្អែកយើងចូលតារាងទៅស្រួលហើយបើបងបារាំងគាត់ធ្វើការងារធ្ងន់បន្តិចទាំងបល័យមិនអង់គ្លេសគេស្រួលវិញទិញបល័យតែបល័យមិនអង់គ្លេសក៏ត្រូវតែចាំដែរត្រូវចេះពាក្យប្រែត្រូវទិញទាំងពីរបើព្រះអង្គបងចេះខ្មែរស្រាប់យើងចេះបល័យស្រាប់ដូចអវិជ្ជាយើងចេះអវិជ្ជាហើយអវិជ្ជាបច្ចយាសង្ខារាហើយសង្ខារបច្ចយាវិញ្ញាណហ្នឹងសូត្ររូបាត់ហើយអាហ្នឹងបច្ចយាដល់ពេលបច្រាស់មកវិញមកអវិជ្ជាយៈទ្វេវអសេកវិរិយកនិរោធាហ្នឹងឯងចេះស្រាប់ហើយកណាទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងពីព្រោះជាតិកំណើតវានាំឲ្យមានអីគេមានចរិយាមានមរណៈសោកៈបរិតេវៈទុក្ខតោមនស្សឧបាយាសៈកណាមានជាតិកំណើតហើយអាសេចក្តីទុក្ខសោកសៅយំយែកបោកខ្លួនអស់សង្ឃឹមបាក់ទឹកចិត្តបារម្ភមកទាំងអស់វាកើតមកតែអំពីជាតិកំណើតហ្នឹងឯងទៅណាông vô tu sạch thọt các bạn này thọt nó sẽ nọc mờ you can also take a picture of it better You can learn when you are at work also. Okay. But make sure that you remember all these words for tomorrow chat.
For tomorrow?
Yeah. Okay, okay. Dependent origination addresses the workings of the mind alone. Dependent origination should be understood to be no more than an inquiry into the nature of self, or better, the lack of a self. Viewing Paṭiccasamuppāda as a description of the nature of reality in general means investing the words of the earlier teaching with meanings derived from later Buddhist discourse. Paṭiccasamuppāda ontological principle. Ontology. Yes, you understand, right? Yeah. There is kind of ontology. In Buddhism, it's applied not only to explain the nature and existence of matter and empirically observed phenomenon, but also to the nature and existence of life. In abstract form, according to Peter Harvey, the doctrine states that being, this comes to be. From the arising of that, this arises. That being absent, this is not. From the cessation of that, this ceases. Law of cause and effect. There is no first cause from which all being arose. It's just endless and beginningless. Just like the chart that you saw, just like the wheel of a chariot or a car. We don't know where is the first, where is the end.
This one?
Yeah. Just like here, it's comparing to a wheel, right?
Yes.
So how do you know where is the start and where is the end? Where is the beginning and where is the end of the wheel? You don't know. So it just keep rotating like that. When the Buddha enlightened, found out, understand about this point, he said, oh, that is why countless and countless existence I have been wandering both in sorrow, misery and happiness, you know, keep born and born again and again, just because I haven't understood the reality of life. And that reality he referred to this theory of Paṭiccasamuppāda, the theories of cause and effect. That is why beings who do not understand this nature of existence cannot get away from this cycle of life. So if you want to escape from this cycle of life, this is the chart for you to escape. This is the way. Tomorrow we will learn, but first of all you have to remember all these links. No, this is just one, this 12 just one from this point. There's still many other more. because they wrote one, just like one book here, you see.
Just like?
No, here. The whole book just focus on dependent origination.
Oh
no, we're not gonna learn everything. If you just remember this 12 and then you have this chart, easy to understand. Yes. Yeah. So first of all, try to remember all these links. Got it, Nathan? Can I open your take? តែគាត់ទាំងអត់យល់អូខេខ្មែរយើងចេះហើយងាយទេអូខេ let's look together ណាលើព្រះអង្គចេះបល័យខ្មែរចឹងស្រួលទេណាទេណាសូត្រមើលអវិជ្ជាតាសូត្រទាំងអស់នេះមើលអវិជ្ជាបច្ចយាសង្ខារាសង្ខារបច្ចយាវិញ្ញាណังវិញ្ញាណបច្ចយានាមរូបាំងនាមរូបបច្ចយាសលាយតនังសលាយតនៈបច្ចយាភាសោភាសបច្ចយាវេទនា ตเนียปัจจยาตัณหาตัณหาปัจจยาอุปาเตียนังอุปาเตียนังปัจจยาภโวภวัปปัจจยาจาติปัจจยาจาริยมรณังสาวกปาริเตวตกขโตมนัสสปายาสะสัมภวันเตนะสัมภวะเกิดพร้อมเอาไว้โดยเกิดโดยสาวิเมียนอวิเชียเจียบใจเห็นไหมwe have this chanting
You know already.
Don't be surprised why they know because you know we have this as a parita recitation chanting every day when we have even in this season when people offering food we also do this chanting but most importantly we do not understand anything we just recite yeah honestly even myself I never understand anything we recite for more than 10 years but we never learn the meaning this is a problem this is a problem you know this is very deep inside knowledge inside wisdom so everyone here they can decide because they have learned by heart the Pali verses and mostly they just keep chanting but sometimes they may not understand in the depths you know so their understanding may be less than you I think you maybe catch up quickly more you know quicker and faster than them maybe I think so yeah but so it's a little bit heavy load for you that you have to learn all these words both Pali and English because why I want you to remember the Pali because in the chart there they write only Pali and I also want you to learn this Pali word because this is very important theory in you know practical in your daily life and one day if you are able to practice vipassana or meditation this is a very helpful term for you this is like some basic theories for you to understand in depth about the nature of life when you go to vipassana you will you know meet all these words wherever they teach vipassana so this is very basic for you
When we learn about Buddhism, we use this word a lot.
yeah this is the like the central teaching of the Buddha also related to the Four Noble Truths the Four Noble Truths is the essence teaching here is the central point of the Buddha's teaching you know this is how the Buddha find his own way to escape from this samsara without understanding this Paṭiccasamuppāda you won't be able to escape from this cycle of life why he can attain to Nibbana a state which is completely free from all suffering and sorrow you know complete eradication because he understood this well and he put this edge of this link he break edge of this link into complete cessation that is why it cannot connect one another because 12 links because it keep connecting one another one arises soon after disappear but it condition new thing and new thing arises disappear but conditioning to another thing that's why becoming and then we cannot find where there is beginning and where there is the end that is why beings wandering round and round perpetual wandering in the round of this rebirth just because we don't understand the nature of this existence why we are here where did we come from and where we are going we don't know these questions of life which is very important it sounds very simple questions but very important of where we are from and where we're going and why we're here
These are the questions.
yeah very wisdom okay we go a little bit to the book okay យើងទៅសភៅបន្តិចទៅជិតដល់ម៉ោងហើយទំព័រ43 on page 43 oh I forgot to explain a little bit someបន្តិចចឹងថាបញ្យល់រឿងនេះមិញ okay so just easy for you to recognize to memorize okay this is the cause avijja okay ignorance depend on ignorance arises volitional activity depend on avijja there arises sankhara so this is like the cause and this is effect, okay, and this effect again become the cause. Sankhara, from sankhara condition to vijnana, from vijnana condition to namarupa, from namarupa condition to salayatana, from salayatana condition to phassa, from phassa condition to vedana. Okay, from vedana or depend upon vedana, tanha arises, or by tanha condition to upadana, from upadana to bhava, from bhava to jati, birth, from jati to jara. When you have birth, you have old age, you have death, you have sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, despair. And from this, from birth again, what to to all of these things, suffering present. Okay. Can you read the Pali word? I'd like you to try. You can come out here and come to the table. Okay, and try to read. I got in Anbalai. Okay, with this. Okay. Now you become teacher. Okay, try to read the Pali, both Pali and English.
Avijja, ignorance.
Depend. Okay, you can say depend on avijja.
Depending on avijja, ignorance, arises sankhara, volitional activity. Depending on sankhara, arises vijnana, conscious vijnana.
Oh, okay, one space here.
Vijnana.
Okay, forgot this. Vijnana here, yes. So no, okay.
Vijnana.
Okay.
Depending on consciousness, depending on vijnana, arises namarupa,
yes.
mind and matter. Depending on namarupa, arises salayatana, the sixfold sense base. Depending on salayatana, arises phassa, contact. Passa. Depending on salayatana, arises passa, contact. Depending on passa, arises vedana, feeling. Depending on vedana, arises tanha, arises tanha, craving. Depending on tanha, arises upadana, grasping, clinging. Depending on upadana, arises bhava, becoming. Depending on bhava, arises jati, birth. Depending on jati, arises jara, old age. Marana, death. Sukha, sorrow. Parideva, lamentation. Dukkha, pain. Domanassa, grief. And upayasa, despair.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Please memorize all these 12 links, okay?
Thank you.
Memorize all both the Pali word and English. Bà ông xạ mình làng án bà ông bàn mình làng đa phiên á làng án nè bà ông có nó bàn này bà ông ảo rồi mình làng ấy mới chắc yên vậy bà ông làng án nhìn án đang bật ông lấy đấy dân đam bất bao giờ ông lấy chứ mình dân che trên quạt thì các án bật lấy là tăng đại thông dân từng ông lấy này chẳng riêng nè mình là cho ông lấy cho
depend on avijja, ignorance, there arise sankhara, volitional activities, and depend on sankhara, there arises vijnana, consciousness, yes, and dependent on vijnana, there arise namarupa, mind and matter. Depend on namarupa, there arises salayatana, sixfold sense basis. And depend on salayatana, there arises phassa, contact. and depend on phasa, there arises vedana, feelings, and depend on vedanas, there arises tanaha, craving, and depend on tanaha, there arises upadana, grasping or clinging. Depend on upadana, there arises bhava, becoming, and depend on bhava, there arises jati, birth, and depend on jati, there arises jara, or age, maruna, this marana, and this sankha, zero, and paritena, pariteva, lamentation, and tukha, pain, domanasa, grief, right? Grief, and upayasa, despair.
So you can remember by just listening to them without looking.
Okay, depend on avijja, ignorance, arises sankhara, volitional activities. Dependent on sankhara, arises vijnana, consciousness. Depend on vijnana, arises nama rupa, minds and matter. Depend on nama rupa, there's arises salayatana, sixfold sense basis. And dependent on salayatana, there's arises pasas and in English contact. Depend on pasas, there's arise vedana, feeling. Depend on vedana, there's arise tanaha, craving. Depend on tanahas, there's arise upadana, grasping or clinging. Dependent on upadana, there's arise bhava, becoming. Depend on bhavas, there's arises jati, birth. Depend on jatis, there's arise jara, old age, marana, death, and soka, sorrow, pariteva, lamentation, and dukkha, pain or sorrow can be sorrow, sufferings. Though manasa is grief, and the last one is upayasa, despair.
Chẳng prai còn là prai tích đấy, là prai tích. Riêng ông lê chẳng vô từ bánh vô tên tích nhé. Tại nhà chăm thằng ông lê hay bελay là tăng dân an là toàn trời đấy nè. Sầm niên dân an là toàn trời dân chè cắt tới khmer. Nên là chẳng ai chết tăng sầm niên ông lê bελay là bởi vì sưu dân bελok nông cha anh đã chết. Bộ bật sang cái rư men tập bật sang thế. Bộ Malaysia, bộ Singapore ấy để căn bật sang cái chết bị bελay năng từng từ cái dây marana chẳng. Bởi vì anh tông cái marana rồi jara đang xây đòi dường nè. Bất bị bελay chết sang năng chè nè. Nè jara oh my jati is the cause of suffering អត់ដឹងស្អីដល់ចាតិគេពិតជាតេកំណើតហ្នឹងណាអញ្ចឹងយើងចេះបល័យឡាតាំងហ្នឹងឲ្យស្ទាត់ដល់ថ្ងៃក្រោយយើងជួបបរទេសអីវាងាយស្រួលបញ្យល់យើងទៅប្រជុំសន្និសីទអន្តរជាតិពុទ្ធសាសនាអីយើងងាយយល់ណាចឹងគាត់ឧទាហរណ៍ណាបកប្រែបន្តិចជាខ្មែរណាអាស្រ័យដោយ depend on ណាអាស្រ័យដោយអវិជ្ជាណាក៏សង្ខារៈនេះក៏កើតមានណាឬក៏បែបទៀតយើងអាចនិយាយថាសង្ខារកើតមានព្រោះអវិជ្ជាជាបច្ច័យពាក្យថាបច្ច័យហ្នឹងគឺ cause គឺហេតុណាសង្ខារកើតមានគឺអាស្រ័យដោយអវិជ្ជាជាបច្ច័យ we can translate as like okay depend upon ignorance there arises volitional action or in another sentence volitional activities arises due to avijja or because of avijja or in other word we say avijja condition sankhara or give rise to from avijja give rise to sankhara from sankhara it give rise to vijnana the same way whatever sentence you want to use ណាអញ្ចឹងអវិជ្ជាកើតមានសង្ខារកើតមានព្រោះអវិជ្ជាជាបច្ច័យណាហើយគឺណាលើដាក់ប្រែចេះបានងាយណាប្រែទៅមុខមកទៅណាអវិជ្ជានេះនាំមាននៅសង្ខារណាសង្ខារណាមានសង្ខារហើយវាតាក់តែងឲ្យទៅជាវិញ្ញាណណាវិញ្ញាណកើតមានហើយវានាំមាននាមរូបនាំឲ្យមានសាលាយតនៈណាសាលាយតនៈនាំមានភាសៈនាំមានវេទនាគាត់ទៅប្រែពាក្យលើប្រែពាក្យជាខ្មែរនេះសារនេះជាបាលីណាអង់គ្លេសក៏ព្រះអង្គចេះហើយគេថាណាអវិជ្ជាគឺសេចក្តីល្ងងខ្លៅថាយើងអត់ដឹងពីសច្ចធម៌អត់យល់សច្ចធម៌ដូចនៅក្នុងទ្រឹស្ដីបដិច្ចសមុប្បាតអញ្ចឹងអត់ដឹងថាអ្វីមួយកើតឡើងវាមានហេតុរបស់វាអញ្ចឹងដូចយើងខឹងអញ្ចឹងវាមានហេតុនៃការខឹងអូខេ so ignorant here not just meaning like you are what illiterate person but it means that you don't understand this theory cause and condition so you become ignorant person អញ្ចឹងណាភាពសេចក្តីល្ងងខ្លៅរបស់យើងហ្នឹងវានាំឲ្យយើងប្រព្រឹត្តនៅអំពើកម្មផ្សេងដែលវាតាក់តែងទៅជាសង្ខារឃើញទេណាហើយដល់ពេលវាមានសង្ខារគឺកម្មហ្នឹងហើយវាតាក់តែងឲ្យមានអីគេបដិសន្ធិវិញ្ញាណណាគឺជាវិញ្ញាណដែលចាប់កំណើតហ្នឹងឯងណាកាលណាយើងវាមានកម្មរបស់យើងវាអត់ទាន់ផ្ដាច់ពូជទេវាតាក់តែងឲ្យមានបដិសន្ធិវិញ្ញាណនាំឲ្យមាននាមរូបណានាមរូបហ្នឹងស្អីគេគឺកាយហើយនឹងចិត្តណានេះបញ្ចុបាទា five aggregates នាមរូបៈ mind and matter five aggregate you remember due to this rebirth consciousness it condition to mind and matter អញ្ចឹងនាមហើយនឹងរូបនេះណាវាតាក់តែងឲ្យមានសាលាយតនៈ six fold sense basis I A no stang body mind and from this I A no stang body mind give rise to phasa contact come into contact eye come into contact with form ear come into contact with sound អញ្ចឹងណាភាសាគឺការប៉ះទង្គកិច្ច tangible object and from ភាសាណាភាសានេះនាំឲ្យមានវេទនាកាលណាមានអ្វីមួយមកប៉ះទប់វេទនាក៏កើតឡើងដោយថាភ្នែកឃើញរូបល្អទៅរៀងជាប់ចម្ពាក់ចឹងអាការជាប់ចម្ពាក់ហ្នឹងវានាំឲ្យយើងដូចជាស្រឡាញ់ពេញចិត្តសប្បាយរីករាយទៅហ្នឹងអាវេទនានៃការរីករាយនឹងឯងដែលវាធ្វើមាននៅវេទនាប្រសិនបើយើងឃើញរូបមិនជាទីប្រាថ្នាវិញរៀងថ្នាក់រៀងតោសៈចិត្តចឹងទៅកំហឹងវាអាចកើតមានរំពេចវេទនាវាកើតឡើងជាតោមនោះណាហើយដល់ពេលវេទនានឹងឯងដែលវានាំឲ្យកើតមាននៅតណ្ហាចឹងព្រះអង្គចង់កាត់ផ្ដាច់ឫសគល់នៃតណ្ហាដែលជាប្រភពនៃសេចក្តីទុក្ខទាំងឡាយយើងត្រូវរៀនគ្រប់គ្រងវេទនារបស់យើងចឹងបាននៅក្នុងទ្រឹស្ដីបដិច្ចសមុប្បាតនេះគឺជាបច្ចេកទេសវិបស្សនាសុទ្ធសាធទៀតពេលយើងយកទៅបដិបត្តិអាចរំដោះខ្លួនចេញពីសង្សារវដ្តនេះបានដោយបដិបត្តិនៅវេទនានុបស្សនាសតិប្បដ្ឋានរៀនគ្រប់គ្រងអារម្មណ៍ឃើញទេវេទនាហ្នឹងរៀនគ្រប់គ្រងអារម្មណ៍យើងអាចបំបែកកង់នៃសង្សារវដ្តមិនឲ្យវិលតទៀតបានពីព្រោះអានេះវាគឺជាប្រភពដែលនាំឲ្យមាននៅតណ្ហាយើងដឹងត្រឹមតែថា ទុក្ខសមុទយសច្ចៈប្រភពនៃសេចក្តីទុក្ខគឺតណ្ហាប៉ុន្តែយើងមិនដឹងថាត្រូវគាស់រំលើងឬគល់នៃតណ្ហានឹងដោយវិធីណាអញ្ចឹងយើងសិក្សាបដិជ្ជសមុប្បាតយើងនឹងដឹងច្បាស់ថាយើងត្រូវគាស់ដោយវិធីណាគឺគាស់រំលើងនេះទប់វេទនានឹងឲ្យជាប់ពីព្រោះវេទនានេះអត់មាននៅក្នុងអតីតអត់មាននៅក្នុងអនាគតទេគឺនៅក្នុងបច្ចុប្បន្ននេះតែម្ដងដែលយើងអាចគ្រប់គ្រងវាផ្ដាច់ឫសគល់នៃវេទនានឹងកុំឲ្យវាតលិងមកតណ្ហាតែមកតណ្ហាហើយមកទៀតហើយតណ្ហាបច្ចយាបាទានហ្នឹងតណ្ហានាំឲ្យកើតមាននៅឧបាទានការប្រកាន់មមដល់ប្រកាន់មមយូរវាតាក់តែងទៅជាភវៈបាត់ហើយភពទៀតហើយកើតទៀតហើយនេះភវៈណាតាក់តែងភពទៀតហើយ existence ទៀតហើយហ្នឹងគេហៅកាមតណ្ហាភវៈតណ្ហាឃើញទេការជាប់ចម្ពាក់នៅក្នុងជាតិកំណើតហ្នឹងឯងដល់មានការជាប់ចម្ពាក់ហ្នឹងហើយភវៈហ្នឹងវាផលិតមកកំណើតមកត្មងឃើញទេភវៈបច្ចយាជាតិកំណើតបាត់ដល់ពេលមានកំណើតហើយយ៉ាងម៉េចជារាណាការចាស់ត្រុតត្រោមក្រំគ្រាមរណៈសេចក្តីស្លាប់សោកៈណាភាពសោកសៅបរិតេវៈណាភាពខ្សឹបខ្សួលកំអូនតំអែទុកអញ្ចេះទុកអញ្ចោះបរិតេវៈ lamentation ទុក្ខៈណាសេចក្តីទុក្ខក៏មកតោមនោះការមិនពេញចិត្តខ្លាំងថ្នាក់ចិត្តក៏កើតឧបាយាសៈ despair អស់សង្ឃឹមតូចចិត្តតូចថ្លើមមកទាំងអស់ហើយគេណាមានជាតិកំណើតទាំងអស់នេះមកទាំងអស់មាន12 link so these are the 12 links I forgot the rest yeah this is 12 links you see only 11 right this is the number 12 Yara Jati okay wait okay here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 Marana oh Jara okay yeah from here this is number 12 from Jara Marana this is the cause and effect up to here all the problem in life that we are facing now is the result of jati births you see and why we have the births we have the rebirth because of bhava becoming yesterday we learned about the craving for becoming because why we have this becoming because we have clinging why we have this clinging because we have craving why we have this craving because feeling we don't learn how to control our feeling not to be attached on or to be angry about things this and that because Vedana feeling we have already learned there are 5 in detail and 3 in short that is pleasant, unpleasant and neutral feeling and then why we have this Vedana due to the phasa and why this phasa arises due to Salayatana 6 sense basis why there is 6 sense basis due to mind and mirror that we already possess why this mind and mirror become due to the cause of vijnana or consciousness why there is consciousness due to kamma sankhara volitional activity intention volition is a kamma and where kamma come from because we do not understand the nature of our existence that's why we keep accumulating more and more kamma which is the seed of existence so to break all the links to stop this wheel of cycle from rotating more and more you have to break all these 12 links in reverse order right in reverse order start from here now we're living here right this jati already become the past but what we are facing right now is old age death whether here or maybe next moment next year we don't know sorrow all we are facing right now right sorrow lamentation pain grief despair that's what we have this is the present so what can we do in the present to change the past you cannot change the past but you can change from the future or you can change from now or even the future you can set the goal from now in order to get better future because the future again will also become the cause so it is never too late to change ourselves from right here and now right so in the chat tomorrow we will learn in more detail about how to break all these links and get ourselves totally escape from the samsara. You want to go? You want to get escape from this cycle of life, or you think that this life is already happy enough? Absolute peace.
I think it's happy, but it doesn't mean that
That it should be an end in itself.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think
Are you happy enough in this life?
it is a difficult question to ask.
Why?
Because if I say I am happy enough, does that mean that I cannot aspire for more?
No, it doesn't mean so. It depends on
I think I am happy
how
enough,
much you
yes.
understand about life.
I think I am happy enough, but that doesn't mean I don't think to progress and develop and try to do something else too.
There is a question a person asked to a Vipassana teacher.
Yes.
He said, you said meditation or Vipassana can make you happy. But what if I am already happy? Why do I need to meditate? And he answered, so don't you want to be happier or the
Yes.
most happy than now?
Exactly. I think it's you can learn to be happier than you are now, and
Yeah.
it's also you need to build a strong foundation for happiness. It's a practice. You can't it's not like you're happy now, and if you stop doing everything, then you will be still happy. If you're happy now, but you stop doing what you're doing with your life, then you're going to be unhappy pretty quickly. So happiness in that way is a practice. It's not something that you reach it, and once you reach it, you're always happy. You have to make your happiness every day.
Yeah. Because everything is impermanent.
Yes, because everything is impermanent,
Even
including
the happy
happiness.
mind
Exactly.
can change, right?
So you need to have a strong foundation, and one day is not a bad thought to think one day you can escape the
Yeah. Otherwise, there
the
is
cycle of suffering.
Like the first noble truth to be understood that life is suffering. Otherwise, you won't think about escape from this cycle.
Yes.
First of all, we have to understand and experience that life
And accept
is really
it.
full of suffering. Yeah. Only then you can think of this theory, escape.
Yeah, but then you can also diminish the suffering even by knowing about
Yeah.
by accepting that life is suffering.
Yeah.
You will not expect. It reminds me of a quote by Marcus Aurelius, who was an emperor of Rome, and who was a famous philosopher and stoicist as well. One of the greatest emperors of Rome. At the time he ruled, his empire went from England to Israel, roughly, including Germany, France, Spain, North Africa, Greece, Lebanon, Middle East, Egypt. All of those countries were under his control. He was a very wise man, and he wrote in his diary, when I wake up in the morning, I tell myself, today I will encounter people who are ungrateful, who are evil, people who are not nice, people who insult me, people who disappoint me, people who will anger me. And thereby, if I encounter someone who doesn't do the above, who makes me happy, then who is nice, who does not disappoint me, or who does not insult, or who does not do evil things, I will be pleasantly surprised. But it is better to know and to accept that people are not by nature good, and that you cannot expect good to rise automatically from them. And this way, if you don't have those high expectations, you will be happier.
Yeah.
Because you won't be angry at everyone who doesn't meet those expectations.
Expect nothing, and nothing
Yes.
will disappoint you.
Exactly. It is like if I want to drive in Cambodia and I say to myself, I expect exactly the same order and respect for the rules that exist in the Western world. Well, I will be very angry at all the drivers all the time, and driving will be horrible. I will be like, oh, you're crazy, why are you doing that? I will be very angry. But if I expect it to be normal like Cambodia, I will not be angry.
You have to learn to be bad.
But you have to learn to be in that way. You have to learn to adjust your expectation.
Yeah.
Yes. If I am here, I expect this, and then I'm not angry. And if I am in the
same
West,
thing from different people.
exactly. But if I am in the West, then I will expect different things from them.
Yeah.
If I see someone going against the traffic in the West, I will tell them, what, are you crazy? I will call the police or something.
Okay, thank you. Mình dần giờ vậy đấy. Thầy bà đấy. Okay, so time's up, time's over, I think here. So please make sure you learn, you remember all these feelings by tomorrow evening. So we're gonna review and make sure that you remember all. Okay, so thank you.